Welcome to Songwriters from Here and Away. This is a show that focuses on new and established songwriters from Atlantic Canada, across Canada, and around the world. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Robert Campbell, and this week we have a special concert that was recorded a little while ago in a place called Musquodoboit on the eastern shore of Nova Scotia. I was lucky enough to be asked by Jim Henman to join him for this concert, and we did a quick rehearsal and wrote out some charts, and we followed through some of Jim's storyline of his life. You may know him as the guitar player in the original April Wine, and he has been around playing in Nova Scotia for all that time. So we're going to just dive right in, and here it is, Mr. Jim Henman in concert.
I'm going to take you through some of my life. I grew up in Clam Harbour. I left there when I was 16. I was the only guitar player in the whole village, except for my dad. And my dad played songs like this. All around the water tank, I'm waiting for a train. It's 1,000 miles away from home, yeah, sleeping in the rain. Why nobody seems to want me or lend me a helping hand. I'm 1,000 miles away from home, sleeping in the rain. But you had to do this to make it authentic. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. So, so needless to say, I couldn't play with my dad that much, although he taught me to play guitar, because I was playing different style of music. But I moved to Waverley when I was 16, and I joined a band when I was 17 called Woody's Termites. I know Woody's Termites is not an interesting name, but it was pretty catchy back then. And we played a lot of songs around Halifax and Dartmouth, but we started writing songs then. I did anyways, and my buddy Miles Goodwin, who I met at that time in Waverley, he and I both started writing songs. So I'm going to start off this show, and shut up. I'm going to shut up right now. And we're going to start doing with a song that I wrote when I was 17. You got to realize, it's very juvenile. Okay, this song is very juvenile. And it's called I Don't Want to Hurt You, Darling, Darling. Or Darling Dear, whatever ways it was. I used to play this, we used to play this as the last dance every night, but we played it slow back then, but I'm not going to play it slow. I'm not the kind of guy to settle down, that's true. I tried 100 times, but it's something that I just can't do. Don't you try and change my mind. I don't want to be unkind. Can't leave me dreaming. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, darling dear. Here I stand, what am I to do? I had a restless heart, but now it only beats for you. I know you got a heart that shines so bright, and in your arms it feels so right. And now I dream about you, now I care about you. I don't want to hurt you, darling dear. Now I dream about you, now I care about you. I don't want to hurt you, darling dear. That was the very first band I ever had, or I was ever in. When that disappeared, I joined two of my cousins, David Henman and Richie Henman, and we started a band. Well, we already had it going, actually. I think they already had it going, in a band called Prism. And in that, we didn't write any songs whatsoever. I left that band, Prism. We went to university, all went to St. Mary's University to study, my two cousins and myself, and my buddy Miles took off to Inverness somewhere. He was playing with some people down there, and we got our lives sort of heading in different directions. And my second year at university, I failed everything. Everything. I don't even know if I told my dad that. But I decided this is not for me. I was not ready to settle down and study. If I was, if this, how should I go? If I was a kid now, they'd have me on medication for ADHD and all that stuff. I got fed up with university, and I went to my cousin David. I said, Dave, I said, I want to quit. I said, let's start a band, another band, and we'll write all our own songs. And we'll talk Richie, his brother, into coming and play drums with us. And he said, well, I'll tell you what, if you can get your buddy Miles Goodwin to join us, he said, I'll do it. So I took off and I went down to Inverness and spent a week with Miles and told him what we wanted to do. And he said, well, I'll let you know. So I didn't know it, but him and the band were living on peanut butter sandwiches. They had no money. So I guess it wasn't hard for him to make the decision. But he came up a week later in a train. He had his guitar with him and a green bag of clothes. That was his only possessions. And we took off. We practiced for 3 or 4 months, and then we headed to Montreal on a whim, almost. And we got a recording contract, because in those days they were recording anybody. And if it had a single in it that went somewhere, then they'd record another one with you. And we were really lucky. We got a recording contract. And I wrote this song for that album. I was on the first album, but I didn't really care for the song as I got older. So I rewrote it a little, and we're going to play it for you tonight. It's a song called Time. Anybody that's heard that first album will say, that's not on the album, but it is. You just don't remember it. I was so much younger. I used to laugh and call you names. Now I'm getting so much older. You know, I feel so ashamed. Time, it slips around. Time, it throws them down. Time doesn't make a sound. Can't go back. You can't go back in time. I thought that you would love me, but you didn't show the way. You didn't talk about tomorrow, didn't have a single thing to say. Time, it slips around. Time, it turned around. Time didn't make a sound. You can't go back. You can't go back in time. I was picking pictures from my window. I thought I'd take a few of you. Time just skipped across my shoulder, and there's not a thing that I can do. Time, it slips around. Time it turns around. Time didn't make a sound. You can't go back. You can't go back in time. It slips around. Time it turns around. Time didn't make a sound. You can't go back. You can't go back in time. You can't go back in time. You can't go back in time. Thank you. It's a dancing song. Are we playing a dancing song now?
Sure. Anybody dancing yet?
Not yet. And one of the bands that I played with was called the Corvettes, and they were a top 40 band for the 50s music and the 60s music, and I loved it. I played bass, and I wrote some songs and that. And one of the songs I wrote, we recorded as a single, and we actually made the CD look like a single. You know, when you looked at it, you thought you could play it on a record player, but you couldn't. So, anyways, we're going to play that song for you.
Oops.
I Like to Dance.
Okay.
And this is it. It's a song about high school. Believe it or not, everybody here has probably been to high school. Do you remember the days when the Saturday night dances and all the girls would be dancing together on the floor and the guys would be on the wall, around the wall? Yeah. Well, I had a cure for that. It was called Old Hermit, and it was $1 a bottle at that time. And me and my buddy, we would. Are you videoing or Owen? You can take pictures, but don't take any video, please. Owen. No video, please, because I'll make mistakes. As soon as you put that video on, I'll make all kinds of mistakes, and then it'll be out on Facebook, and they'll say, "I'll never hire that guy. Look, he's terrible." So, what was I talking about? Old Hermit.
Old Hermit.
So anyways, my buddy and I used to get a bottle of Old Hermit, and we'd go to the high school dance, and we'd drink half of it each outside the school. This was Sidney Stephen in Bedford. And, you know, that's miracle stuff, because within 5 minutes, I was 6 feet tall. I didn't have any acne whatsoever. And I was good looking. So we'd go into school, and by another 5 minutes, when the heat hit you, you were the best dancer in the world, right? So I had all three things going for me. You know, good looking, tall, no acne, good dancer, 4 things, actually. So I would ask my favorite girl, her name was Judy. I would ask Judy to dance with me, and that would be the slow dance when I did that, only the slow dance. So we'd all get up on the floor and do the slow dance, and then all the girls would head back to, all the boys would head back to the wall, and the girls would dance with themselves. I never saw one guy ever dance with another guy. It was always all girls. We didn't see anything wrong with that, you know.
Well,
it was okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, this song is about that. It's called I Like to Dance. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I saw you walk right through that floor. I've been through all this before. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm a little bit shy. I'm a little bit scared, and I'll tell you why. Well, I've never been around my left foot or my right. One so heavy, one so doggone light, baby. I'd love to dance. I'd love to dance. I'd love to dance. Baby, love to dance with you. The way you dance, lost in a trance. I'd love to dance. Baby, love to dance with you. Oh, I'd come right over if you show me how. I'd come right over if you show me how. Ooh, I'd smooth across the floor with you. I'd keep on dancing till my feet got sore. Never knew my left foot from my right. One so heavy, one so doggone right. Let's go now. I love to dance. Listen, hear a little harmony. I love to dance. I love to dance. Baby, love to dance with you. Oh, the way you dance, you get lost in a trance. I said I love to dance. I love to dance with you. You know I could use a little drink right now. All my friends are gonna dance or laugh out loud. I don't care what they say. You know, today's my lucky day. But I never knew my left foot from my right. One so heavy, one so doggone right, babe. I love to dance. I love to dance. I love to dance. Honey, I love to dance with you. Oh, the way you dance, you get lost in a trance. I love to dance, baby, love to dance with you. I love to dance. I love to dance. Yeah, I love to dance. I want a little dance with you. Yeah, the way you dance, you get lost in a trance. I love to dance, baby, love to dance with you. I love to dance with you. You know I love to dance with you. You love to dance with you.
That's Mr. Jim Henman.
Thank you.
You're listening to Songwriters from Here and Away, and we would love your support on our website, SFHAA, songwritersfromhereandaway.ca, SFHAA.ca. We're on Patreon and YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, so please reach out and send us a message. We are sending out information regularly. Also, music, if you let us know. The next thing you gotta know about is Jim's website. It is jimhenman.com. And we're with Jim Henman in Musquodoboit, Nova Scotia.
This song that we're going to play comes from a musical that I co-wrote with a friend of mine in Chester. It was called Death the Musical. And it was actually, it was an interesting play. It was about a guy that died, and they were trying to figure out how he died. And then it came to him ending up at a karaoke bar. And then he had to figure out where he was so he could move on to the next level. It was weird. It was weird. But it was fun. I got a chance to write a musical, and one of the songs, we needed to write a song about losing your friend. Now, I must confess, I lost my best buddy almost a year ago now, Miles Goodwin, who died. And so when I sing this song, if I cry at one point, just let me cry, okay? I'll try not to, because it's called Life's a Journey, and it's about that. It's about losing a friend, and how all of us seem to live in this kind of a reality that we're not going to die. I put off every day the things I mean to say, the sacred things we do, like saying I love you. I always think there's time, I always have a chance tie up all loose ends, have just one last dance. Life's a journey, just a journey. Oh, you never quite believe that it will end. It's wild and winding. What a journey. You never know what's waiting round the bend. Is there any more? Can someone say for sure? When one door closes, another opens more. 'Cause even perfect sunsets must come to an end. Something you don't realize till you lose a friend. Life's a journey, just a journey. Oh, you never quite believe that it will end. It's wild and winding. What a journey. You never know what's waiting round the bend. Have you tended to forgiveness? And who knows what comes from words that care? The butterfly that buys at Buenos Aires could one day be the breeze to blow your hair. 'Cause it's a journey. Oh, what a journey. You never know what's waiting round the bend. It's why it's burning. It's quite a journey. Don't waste regret on flowers that you don't send. Life's a journey. What a journey. And so I'll raise a glass. So I'll raise a glass to you. It's a journey. It's a journey. Thank you. Anyways, this is a tune that I wrote with Willie Nelson in mind. It's not like Willie Nelson at all. Not at all. But it's called Starting Today. I haven't seen your arms around me, haven't touched you lately like I used to. Sorry if I left you crying, didn't treat you like I should do. Oh, lately I've been thinking about tomorrow, how we need another chance now more than ever. Starting today, starting right now, I'm gonna love you, I'll show you how. Starting today, right from this moment, I'm gonna love you. Starting right now. All those things I didn't do, all those things I didn't say, I regret it. Days I didn't think about you, too much time without you, I admit it. Oh, lately I've been thinking about forever, how this moment, I'm gonna love you. It's starting right now. Oh, let's run away, do something crazy, dance all night like we used to. Yes, I need a chance to show I've changed. Tell me that my love's still with you. Oh, starting today, starting right now, I'm gonna love you. I'll show you how. Starting today, right from this moment, I'm gonna love you. Starting today, starting right now, I'm gonna love you. I'll show you how. Starting today, right from this moment, I'm gonna love you. Starting right now, starting right now, starting today. Thank you, thank you. Any guy here ever have a girl chase him? She did it? She chased you? No? Well, it happened to me once that I know of. Most of the time, if a girl's chasing you, you don't know. She got a frying pan. She chased you with a frying pan? No. Okay. This wasn't quite that bad. But I had never had it happen before, but many years ago, about 25 years ago, I was a divorced man, separated from my first wife and the kids, and I had met this girl somewhere, and she started calling me every day. And I'm not all that smart when it comes to women's behavior, but I didn't realize what was going on, and she was kind of chasing me. So we finally got together and went on a couple of dates and all that, and I realized, oh, no. I don't think this is going to work. So I wrote a song about it. It took me 8 minutes. So I recorded an album while I was living down here by Martinique Beach, and young Mike Trask helped me record it, and this is one of the songs that was on it. The name of the song is called Could Be Heaven, Could Be Hell. I know the girl, I think she likes me. I can tell by how she smiles. I can hear it in her emails. She wants to try it for a while. Maybe she thinks that I'm her best friend. Maybe she thinks that I'm a fool. Maybe she thinks that I'm her savior. Only time will tell the truth. Well, if she wants me, she can have me, but I'm doing nothing else. But I want her take protection. Could be heaven, could be hell. Could be heaven, could be hell. I got this friend, he thinks he's Jesus. He wears the clothes like all the rest. When he tells those little stories, some people think that he's blessed. Some people want him for their best friend. Some people hope he's not a fool. Some people want him for their savior. Some people think he's a fool. If you want him, you can have him. could be heaven, could be hell. If you want him, you can have him. He ain't doing nothing else. But I want you to take protection. Could be heaven, could be hell. It could be heaven, could be hell. Could be heaven, could be hell.
We're good.
We're good, man. Well, I woke up this morning to the rhythm of the rain. The window blind blowing on that wall again. Too early to get up, but the cat, he disagrees. I made a deal with yesterday's sun. We'd spend the day together and we'd get some things done. But the sun made a promise, but that's no guarantee. No, it ain't. That's the way it goes when you're still down here. You gotta look out the window, hope that it clears. I said, that's the way it goes. Time walks along, don't matter what you give. You gotta whistle a happy song. Now I must tell you that you're gonna have to whistle after. Not yet. I'll tell you when. Well, there's a boat on the tide, waiting for the tide. He'd like some company to come along for the ride. Waiting for the sun, but the sun's temperamentally inclined. Yes, it is. And again, I made a deal with yesterday's sun. We'd spend the day together and we'd get some fun. And again, the sun made a promise. He's so hard to please. That's the way it goes when you're still down here. You gotta look out the window, hope that it clears. That's the way it goes as time walks along. Don't matter what you bring, you gotta whistle a happy song. Okay, now we're gonna do a little whistle, eh? Are you ready? So. Old-time movie. That's the way it goes when you're still down here. You gotta look out the window and hope that it clears. That's the way it goes. Time walks along, don't matter what you bring. You gotta whistle a happy song. I know that sun is fickle, but this is the last time. If he don't show up today, I'm gonna sue him for his crime. He's the one to blame and the judge is on my side. Yes, he is. If this keeps up, I'm gonna move away. I'm going way back down to Uruguay. Me and my cat, we're gonna run down there and hide. Are you ready? I said, that's the way it goes when you're still down here. You gotta look out the window, hope that it clears. Yeah, that's the way it goes. whistle a happy song. That's the way it goes while you're still down here.
This is Songwriters from Here and Away. I am Robert Campbell, and we are listening to Jim Henman, recorded live in concert in Musquodoboit, Nova Scotia. Now, we've got more songs than we can fit into for the 1 hour show. So please do check out the podcast. It's on all your favorite podcast platforms, or you can go to our website, sfhaa.ca, and find the links there. We'd love to hear from you. Please do give us a rating and all that stuff. We really value that. And so do the artists who we record and play on this show. Please do support them. Here we go, Jim Henman.
So, most people that live in this area know Mike Trask Sr., knew Mike Trask Sr. Yeah. He's one of the most interesting individuals I ever met in my life. He was just inspiring almost. And his son is the same way, inspiring. Mikey Jr. and I started working together a year after I moved here in 2001, 2002. And Mike became my producer on a couple of projects that I worked on. And some of these songs I'm playing tonight are from those albums. And this one in particular was from an album after Mike moved to New Brunswick. I went up there to do a CD with him, and we did this one. It's called No Way. When I was a young man, I never knew my mind. I was always searching to see what I could find. I thought life could be easy, I thought it was a game. But now I made my mind up, you won't hear me complain. I could go on searching, someone's crossing me. But I don't want to do it, cause any fool can see there's no way I could breathe without you, no way I could dream without you, no way I could live without you, no way. Well, I could be a president in a presidential smile, living in a fast lane, in a rock and roll lifestyle. I got no time for no one but me. Living in a fast lane, that's the way to be. And anything I want, just like it was free. No one would say a thing, you know. They would all agree, but there's no way I could breathe without you, no way I could live without you, no way I could dream without you, no way. I would sit there for 100 years trying to get free, but I might never find it. All I get was lost. inside my head, I can't afford that cost. Oh, I could go on searching like someone's calling me, but I don't see no purpose, and a fool can see there's no way I could breathe without you, no way I could live without you, no way I could dream without you, no way. There's no way I could breathe without you, no way I could dream without you, no way I could live without you, no way. Thank you. On that same album that Mike Trask Jr. produced for me, we did a song that I had written with a bunch of people at a house concert. For anybody that's never been to a house concert, they're the best gig going. We chose, on this particular case, we were on Candy Mountain Road. Isn't that a wonderful name? That's just over on the other side of, this side of Dartmouth. And if I had a rock band when I was 16, if I had known that name, I would have called it Candy Mountain Road. Yeah. So they chose the title, You're in My Pajamas. Exactly. I said to them, I said, how am I going to possibly write a song about that that's presentable to my grandchildren? And so that's what they wanted, so I took it home. They gave me some ideas on what to write, and I took it home. And this is what I ended up with. It's actually a love story. And it's a very kind of neat little love story, you know. They get wet out in a rainstorm, and he has to give her his pajamas to wear while they dry his clothes. And they end up wedding. Yes, that wedding. They end up wedding, and she likes those pajamas, and she keeps them. And he never gets a chance to wear them again. And their kids find these pajamas when they're gone. And these old pajamas are pretty badly worn, but they still, they still exist. And they were hers. So it's called You're in My Pajamas. Okay, it's in an A here. Just got out of high school, we were barely 19. Oh, you were my sweetheart, oh, we were pretty green. One day we're out walking, ain't nothing to complain. The blue sky opened up, and it started to rain. Oh, we got no umbrella, oh man, what a sin. We both got soaked up so to the skin. I went over to my place, did it ever pour? I gave you my pajamas, I left the room and I closed the door. You're in my pajamas, you know that they look pretty nice. Don't look too big, don't look too tight. You are in my pajamas and it's easy to see. They look much better on you than they ever did on me. Now since that rainstorm, we've been together. You know, things are going good. You love those pajamas, I know, I know, I know forever, I know forever. Tell me you misunderstood. You're in my pajamas, you know they look pretty nice. Don't look too big, don't look too tight. You're in my pajamas, it's easy easy to see. They look much better on you than they ever did on me. And now when it's all over, all said and done, these old pajamas are gonna go to someone. There'll be lots of memories and stories to tell. But pajamas don't talk, that's just as well. You're in my pajamas, you know they look pretty nice. Don't look too big, don't look too tight. You're in my pajamas, easy to see. Look much better on you than they ever did on me. You're in my pajamas, they look pretty nice. They don't look too big, don't look too tight. Yeah, yeah, you're in my pajamas, yeah, it's easy to see. They look much better on you than they ever did on me. Look much better on you than they ever did on me. They look much better on you than they ever did on me. Thank you. This one is, it started off as a project to raise money for Special Olympics. And it's the story of a father, a friend of mine, who had a daughter, found out that his wife was pregnant with a son. He found out it was a son. And when he was born, they discovered that he had Down syndrome. And I met the father when the boy was about 12 or 13. And he said to me, he said, "Jim, you're a songwriter." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I've written a poem about the experience of having a Down syndrome child." He said, "I'd like you to put music to it." And I said, "Sure." So we did it, and we recorded it. And it was supposedly going to be used as a something fundraiser for Special Olympics, because Jonathan, the boy Jonathan, became a champion in Special Olympics. He has got so many medals, it's unbelievable. And his dad, Peter Henry, the little boy, the young fellow now must be 35 or so. He's Jonathan Henry. The dad dedicated his whole life to this boy, to making sure that he was the very best he could be at this chosen thing, which was sports. It's just amazing to see him swim and skate and stuff. I mean, just superb. He was gifted. So he gave me these words. I wrote the song, and we're going to play it for you tonight. This can't be happening to me. How can it be? My dream is gone all along. I remember his smile, baby curls on his head, God's little gift as He laid on my bed. What will He try? What games will He play? Oh, what will He choose? Will He win or lose? Will He ever hear hooray? I've been blessed with an angel that's sent from above, who's taught me about life and just how to love. And I thank God each morning over my coffee cup for the wisdom of knowing down's really up. I was running scared everywhere, looking round here and there. Someone tell me what to do. Lost in touch with the ground, couldn't find an up or down. Then I found you. I've been blessed with an angel sent from above. Taught me about life and just how to love. And I thank God each morning over my coffee cup for the wisdom of knowing down's really up. My eyes filled with tears as I lay on that bed that night. My little girl whispered, Daddy, he'll be alright. I heard Mama say, there's no one to blame. We'll hug him and hold him and hug him and love him every day. I've been blessed with an angel who's sent from above. Has taught me about life and just how to love. Down's really up. Thank you. We're going to try this one. Robert and I have only played this song a couple of times together, haven't we?
Maybe.
Maybe. So we're going to try it. It's a song I wrote with Joel Plaskett. Many years ago, it was when I was living at the cottage down here in East Pepesic. I wrote this song and couldn't get it finished. So I was into Joel's place one time in Dartmouth, and I asked him, I said, would you help me finish this song? So he did. He helped me finish it, and I decided to put it on this album that we did with the Henman. It had two pictures of houses on it. It was a house that we lived in Clam Harbor, which is still there, overlooking the harbor, and a house that we moved to in Waverly, which was up on a hill too, both of them. So we called it the Edge of, was it called the Edge of Heaven, Paul? Yeah, the Edge of Heaven. So both of these houses were a big part of our life. All right, enough of this talk.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm driving in my Chevy, it's right where I belong. The radio's playing, I'm singing along. The girl I don't know, she's staring at me. I'm thinking, man, how crazy I used to be. Everything goes round in circles and comes back round again. You know you're gonna see it every now and then. Going round in circles like records that we play. You know you're getting dizzy. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm searching through my TV like I'm searching for a friend. Surfing through the channels, then I'm surfing them again. All the talking heads, they're talking really fast. Tell me, no, it's no secret, it looks like the past. Everything goes round in circles and comes back round again. You know you're gonna see it every now and then. Going round in circles like records that we play. You know you're getting dizzy. I wouldn't have it any other way. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way. You know, they don't think we're cool, they don't like our sound. Maybe next week they'll be coming around. Everything goes round in circles and comes back round again. You know you're gonna see it every now and then. Going round in circles like records that we play. You know we're getting dizzy. I wouldn't have it any other way. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way. Yeah, no, 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 no way. Any other way. Thank you. About 8 or 9 years ago, my wife and I were in, I don't know where we were. Let me see, down south somewhere. Costa Rica? Cuba. We were in Cuba. We like Cuba. We went there a good many times, but this year we're not going there. We're going to go to Mexico because Cuba's in real bad shape. Last year we were there, and it was really sad to see no gasoline. Sometimes the workers couldn't get there. No electricity a lot of the time, and it's gotten worse. There was, one day you'd have cheese, next day you wouldn't. One day you'd have eggs, next day you wouldn't. It was really bad. So they're suffering big time, and we were there. I think it was 2017. It was the year that the children were shot in America. I have a problem with America. They like guns too much. Way too much. And this particular year, it was at Stonewall, was it called? Stonewall, the school where those 17 children were. Right. And we were in Cuba, and we saw this on the news. We heard it on the news, and we were standing in the little place we were staying. We both started crying. My wife is a retired teacher, and she was a principal. And it just tore her heart out. And it really hurt me, too, that someone could do this. So I had bought a little Cuban instrument called a tres. It's a three double strings, beautiful sounding instrument, which I wanted to bring tonight, but because of circumstances I couldn't. And I went in the bathroom and I sat on the toilet. Well, I had the seat down. Didn't sit on the toilet, sat on the toilet seat. And I started playing this thing. And this song came out. They're hurting the children. That's the wrong key. They're hurting the children, the boys and the girls. God bless the children. What's happening to this world? Some of these children, they'll never grow up. Some of these children, they'll never grow up. I wrote this whole song about those children, and I recorded it and that. And then around the same time, my buddy Miles Goodwin from Maple Wine was in Haiti. Not Haiti, God help me. What's the other place? Dominican Republic. And he called me, and he said, Jim, I want to start an acoustic act with you and I and a bass. Actually, it started with just him and I, because that's the way we had started back in 1965, just 2 acoustic guitars, way before April Wine. And so I said, sure. I didn't even think about it. My ADHD cut right in. Yeah, right away. So when we all got back to Canada, we started playing together as a duo, and then we added a bass player. And then this thing happened with the indigenous children's graves. And they were finding all these unmarked graves, and we were finding out that a lot of children that were taken from their families disappeared. Nobody was told where they were. It just was terrible. So I said to Miles, I want to rewrite my song, Some of These Children, and include a verse about these children, these indigenous children. And he said, I'll help you if you want. I said, sure. So we wrote it, and we recorded it as a duo. He sang one verse, I sang another verse. And we released it, I don't know, about 3 years ago, I guess, whenever that was going on. The reason he was so into it was because his wife is indigenous. And it meant quite a bit to him because his stepkids are indigenous, you know. So it's called Some of These Children. God bless the children, the boys and the girls. You heard all those children, what's happening to this world. Someone please speak up and tell us the truth. Something bad is going on, what can people do? Some of these children, they'll never grow up. Some of these children, they never grew up. And may God have mercy for what they have done. Pray for the mothers, fathers, daughters, and sons. We can't accept the insanity. We need the truth. The world needs to see. Oh, that some of these children, they never grew up. out of the sacred ground they're crying to be. We stole their dreams, their native tongue. They're telling all of us, look what you've done. Oh, some of these children, they never grew up. Some of these children, oh, they never grew up. Some of these children, they never grew up. Some of these children, they never grew up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Is it getting too late for you people? I had the real good fortune. Again, I was in Cuba, and I called a friend of mine, Keith Mullins, in Cape Breton, and I said, Keith, I'd like to write a song with you, because he's a good songwriter. And I love writing songs with other people, because it's a different experience. I love writing especially with women, because women are not as competitive as men in that respect. They don't always have to get their own way. Men seem to want to. Right? We seem to want to get our own way all the time. Women are the nurturers in our race, in our
Gender?
in our, what are we all called? Humans. The human race. In the human race, the women are the nurturers. You're the ones that bear children and are born with that capacity to care for and to let go of your own will in order to be a mother and a wife. You know, it seems like that. I watched my mother. She had 10 children. She gave up her whole life for those 10 children and her husband. More for her 10 kids than her husband, I think. She protected those kids. She protected all of us. Paul and I were talking about this. She protected all of us from him sometimes because he had quite a temper on him. When he found out you had done something like broke into a building and broke some windows, you know. She would even tell him sometimes. She wouldn't even tell him. But anyways, women are born with these gifts that most of us men don't have, you know, or don't cultivate. And it's a beautiful thing. And where was I going with that? Oh, yes. So Keith said, yeah, you know what? He said, I have access to a songbook that belonged to Scotty Turnbull and Buddy Holly. Do any of you people know who Buddy Holly is? Well, I remember Buddy Holly only on the day he died. I was in the hospital with the surgery on my foot. I had driven a spike in my foot and it got infected, and I had to go in the children's hospital for about 3 months to get it fixed, and saved my leg. Dr. All, his name was Dr. All, and he saved my leg. And I laid there in bed one time, listened to the radio, and they said that Buddy Holly had died with the Big Bopper and Richie Valens, and I had to find out who they were, and I did, and I listened to their songs, of course, and found out that, wow, he was the guy that started rock and roll, not Elvis. It was Buddy Holly. Anyways, Paul McCartney owns all of Buddy Holly's publishing of all his songs, but his wife is still alive and still owns the business, basically, has control of everything. But I had this songbook with lyrics by Buddy Holly in 1956 or so, and Scotty Turnbull. Scotty lived in Cape Breton, but he had gone down to the States and was writing songs with Audie Murphy, Buddy Holly, different people like that. And Keith said, well, we have a chance to write a song using Buddy Holly lyrics. I said, oh my God, what an opportunity. I mean, who would ever believed? So we did. We wrote a song, and I'm going to play it for you. It'll never be recorded because we found out that his wife, his widow, would not allow that. And plus, Paul McCartney owns all the publishing, so we'd be in big doo-doo. So this is the song. I need to cheat on this one badly because is this the first or this is the second time I've ever played it anyways for anybody. So we're going to try it. I think you start off on this one, do you? I better take that cable off.
I better not.
Well, you better not. Okay, I'll start off. I should get the words, cheat off the right words, because those aren't the right words. She don't want to be lonely no more. She's in the cabin stay. Let's try that again, okay? That wasn't any more your fault than it was mine. I hit the wrong chords too.
I'll take it all.
She don't want to be lonely no more. I gotta get myself together here. She don't want to be lonely no more, even though she was hurt before. She still dreams of true love. She's got all the love in the world to give. Life has taught her to forgive. She gets her hope from way up above. She got a soul so rich and a body so warm and a heart that's waiting for love. She's still waiting, waiting, waiting for love. She don't care for a ladies' man. She's made mistakes, you know, others can. She knows one day she'll find true love, strong enough all by herself. She made it through, she don't need help. She knows what she's made of. She's got a soul so rich and a body so warm and a heart that's waiting for love. She's still waiting, waiting, waiting for love. I'm going to do that first verse over again. She don't want to be lonely no more, even though she's hurt before. She still dreams of real love. She got all the love in the world to give. Life has taught her to forgive. Sees her hope from way up above. She's got a soul so rich and a body so warm and a heart that's waiting for love. She's still waiting, waiting, waiting. She's still waiting, waiting, waiting. She's still waiting, waiting, waiting for love, for love. Now that would have been nicer if we had done a little better job on that. I'm a little tired, I think. It really is a pretty song, I think. And it's very reminiscent of a couple of tunes that Buddy Holly wrote, which is kind of neat. We're going to end up tonight with a song that I want you all to sing on. It's a song that was inspired by a young lady dancing. And she's a really good dancer. But one morning, she came downstairs. I was sitting at my work desk, and she started dancing. And it was in a manner that our grandmothers would have called shameful. I personally liked it. So she left. She went to work, left me there with my guitar and my computer, and I put a drum beat on. And I started singing this, doing that shame, shame boogie. Give me the key there, man. Doing that shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie all night long. Anyways, that's the part you're going to sing. It goes like this. Doing that shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie all night long. One more time. Doing that shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie all night long. Okay, that's it. She was a young girl, sleepers on her feet. She'd head down Portland Street. You know, she'd show all the boys how to have some fun. She'd dance all night, show them how it's done. She saw him standing at the bar. She walked up to him, she said, "You're Johnny Marr." And he said, "No, I do not like to dance." But she grabbed by the hand and it never even had a chance. What's she doing? She doing that shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie all night long, long. Doing that shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie. Shame, shame boogie all night long. Robert on the keys. It wasn't very long, it was her and Johnny Marr. They were riding down the Portland Street in her car. Pretty soon they're talking about a wedding ring. And one Friday night, you know, they did that thing. Now they're doing that shame, shame boogie. Yeah, shame, shame boogie. Oh, shame, shame boogie all night long, long. Doing that shame, shame boogie. Oh, that shame, shame boogie. Oh, the shame, shame boogie all night long. You know, they found a preacher man to do it upright. Bobby thought he'd found the love of his life, but you know, she got so very, 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 very all alone, 'cause Johnny was never home. And one Friday night, you know, Johnny, he was gone. Now she's doing that same shame boogie, yeah, little boogie on the piano.
Doing that same shame boogie, shame, shame boogie. I'm gonna shame, shame boogie all night long. Oh, I know Bobby's gone, gone, gone. He's gone. Johnny's gone, gone, gone. He's gone. Johnny's gone, gone, gone. Johnny's gone. Thank you much. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much. You're a lovely audience. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Would you like one more? Good, that way we don't have to walk off and come back. Wait, we got it. I don't have the blues?
It's all flying by the seat of my pants even more now.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do this song. We weren't prepared for this, but we'll do this song. Many years ago when my daughter, who's now 45, or 43 or something, I don't know. I wrote a song and I really liked the words and the melody and everything, and I liked the feel of it, and I played it for her. She was 8, 9, but she loved reading and she loved words. So I said to her, what do you think of this song? And I played it for her. She just said, well, Daddy, I like the words. That was it. That was it. So I always remembered that. But I didn't change anything because I liked the melody too. So it's kind of a blues song. We're going to end with a slow blues, if you don't mind, just to mellow everybody out so they can drive home safely. I don't know why I'm flying so high. I said I don't know why I'm feeling so good. Must be all in my mind, but I'm feeling so sublime. And I tell you, I don't have no blues. I'm something to see. I'm technical in 3D, and I'm something to write home about. This smile on my face feels like I've been touched by grace. I tell you, I don't have no blues. Those blues when walking, they're not talking, no, no. I don't know why, don't know where they've disappeared. Living in the city, they could be living in self-pity, but I'll tell you, they don't have no blues. Well, I've been waiting all day for that blue sky to turn gray, but the sight of the yellow, it keeps that blue sky far away. And I'm a white boy, it's true, living in this crazy zoo. And I tell you, I don't have no blues. Lord, I
They could be living in the city. They could be living in self-pity. But I tell you, I don't have no blues. Play a little piano. You know, maybe it's my fate if karma carries any weight. But the circle of life, it just stopped to right. You're in my place and it seems perplexing too. But sweetie, why, since I met you, I tell you, I don't have no blues. Those blues went walking, talking. I don't know why, don't know where, don't know how they've disappeared. They could be living in the city, living in self-pity. I tell you, I ain't got no blues. One more time. The blues went walking, then talking. No. I don't know where they've gone, where they do, what they're saying, and where they've disappeared. They could be living in the city. They could be living in self-pity. But I tell you, yeah, I tell you, well, I tell you, I don't have no blues. Thank you.